students. So I have explained how to calculate quartile deviation for ungrouped data. Now I'll explain discrete frequency distribution and for continuous frequency distribution. I'll take one example from the textbook. So example 6, page number 155. Example 6. Question is calculate semi inter quartile range. Semi inter quartile range and its relative measure for the data given below. Data, age within bracket years, number of persons, number of persons, age 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. Values 3, 61, 132, 153, 140, 51, 3. It is the given question. So solution is for solution. In solution, first you should identify type of the data. The given data is a discrete frequency distribution. The given data is a discrete frequency distribution. Discrete frequency distribution. So first arrange the data in the form of 3 columns. First age, always age x, or just write x, f and LCF. So x, f, LCF. X values 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. And total here it is n. Frequencies are 3, 61, 132, 153, 140, 51, 3. Cumulative frequencies. So you know how to arrange, find the cumulative frequencies for the given data. First frequencies as it is 3 plus 61, 64, then 196 plus 153, 349, 349, 489, 540, 543, 543. So in partition values you have learnt how to find quartiles. So formula for discrete data, general formula Qi equal to I into n plus 1 by fourth observation in the array. In the array means here no, usually x values will be given in the order. If not given, you should arrange x values in the order, then you have to use that data in the formula. So I into n plus 1 by fourth observation in the array, or fourth observation. If you want, just you write fourth observation. So I is, so q1, for q1 1 into capital N is 543, 543 plus 1 by 4, fourth observation in the series. 543 plus 136th observation, 136th observation, sixth observation, 136th observation. So 136th observation, see the LCF column to identify what will be the 136th observation. Here observation, it will not lie in 3 or 64, it lies in 196, means after 64th observation. 65th observation is 40, 66th observation is 40, 67th observation, 68th observation, up to 196 observations are equal to 40. So it will be q1. So 130 observation is 40, so q1 equal to 40, q1 equal to 40. Then come to q3. So q3 equal to 3 into n plus 5, 543 plus 1 by fourth observation, fourth observation. So is 540. So observation is, that is, here data is given in years. So here also write down years. It contains units. It is an absolute measure. So it is 408. After simplification, 408th observation. 408 lies, it will not lie in 364, 1. 408 lies in 489. Corresponding observation value is q3. So q3 is 60. So 408th observation is 60. So q3 equal to 60. Quartile deviation is q3 minus q1 by 2. This is 60 years. So 60 minus 40 by 2. So 20 by 2 equal to 10. Answer is 10 years. 10 years. Answer is 10 years. So absolute measure, it is coefficient of quartile deviation. Coefficient of quartile deviation of QD is equal to Q3 minus Q1 by Q3 plus Q1 equal to Q3. Q3 is 80, Q3 is 60 minus 40 by 60 plus 40. So 20 by 100, 0.2. 0.2, it does not contain units. So if the data is discrete data, first you should find the quartiles based on discrete data procedure. Discrete data procedure means X values, F values, LCF values. Then general formula for computing quartiles by using the formula QA equal to I into n plus 1 by fourth observation. Q1 equal to, so 1 into 153 plus 1. So in place of capital N, I have substituted value. Then by simplification, you will get 136th observation. 136th observation. No? So see, to identify 136th observation, see the LCF column. It lies in 196. Corresponding value 40. 40 is the Q1 value. So Q1 is 40. 40 years. Similarly, Q3 is by substitution, no, 3 into 543 plus 1 by fourth observation. So 408th observation in the 408th observation. So Q3 equal to 60 years. Therefore QD, quartile deviation, is Q3 minus Q1 by 2, 60 minus 40 by 2 equal to 10 years. Equal to 10 years. So similar, it contains units. It is absolute measure. Coefficient of quartile deviation, no? Q3 minus Q1 by Q3 plus Q1 by substitution, you will get 0.2. It is a pure number. I think you understood the discrete data. Discrete data, any sum, no? So you follow this procedure, you find the quartiles Q1 and Q3, then substitute in the formula. Here semi-interquartile range. Asked is semi-interquartile range. So another name of quartile deviation. So I found quartile deviation and range. Now I will explain for the continuous frequency distribution. No? Example 7 from the textbook only. You understood the method? Calculate example. I'll start from here. Example 7 from the textbook, page number 156. Question is calculate coefficient of. So question is given like this: coefficient of quartile deviation. You calculate quartile deviation also. So calculate QD and its coefficient. For the following distribution. Following distribution or data. Wage within bracket rupees, number of workers, wages 60 to 64, 64 to 68, 68 to 72, 72 to 76, 76 to 80, 80 to 84, 84 to 88, frequencies 12, 18, 16, 14, 12, 8, 8. It is the given question. Question is like this. So the data has class intervals. The data has class intervals. So it is a continuous frequency distribution. Continuous frequency distribution. Already you know how to find quartiles, partition values for a continuous frequency distribution. For a continuous frequency distribution. Continuous frequency distribution. For that, continuous frequency distribution, for that first solution, the given data is a continuous frequency distribution. Continuous frequency distribution. So continuous frequency distribution. Therefore, first column class intervals, then frequency, then LCF, less than cumulative frequency. Class intervals should be exclusive, should be in the form of exclusive. If inclusive class intervals are given, that should be converted into the exclusive. Then you should continue the calculations. Now class intervals 60 to 64, 64 to 68, 68 to 72, 72 to 76, 76 to 80, 80 to 84, 84 to 88. Frequencies 12, 18, 16, 14, 12, 8, 8. Total is n. So LCF values, how to find LCF values? First frequency, first LCF are the same, then 12 plus 18, 12 plus 18, 30, then 46, then 60, 72, 80, 88. So for computing quartiles, Q1 formula for lower quartile Q1, for this Q1 equal to formula in case of continuous frequency distribution, L plus N by 4 minus CF by F into C. First identify so factor n by 4, n by 4th observation, n by 4th observation. First you should calculate equal to n 88 by 4 equal to 22, 22nd observation, 22nd observation, in which LCF it is falling. It will not lie in 12, it lies in 30. Therefore, the corresponding class interval is Q1 class. So from the table L equal to, from the table you can write the values. L equal to, then from the table L equal to 64. Then previous class F equal to frequency of the Q1 class 18. Then CF is frequency of the LCF of the previous class 12. Then C equal to 4 width of the class interval. N by 4 already is there. N by 4 is equal to N by 4 is equal to 22. Therefore, Q1 equal to substitute the values. L is 64 plus 22 minus CF is 12 by F is 18 into 4. Simplify this. So equal to, first simplify the value 22 minus 64 plus minus 12 10 into 4 by 18 equal to 64 plus 64 plus 22 minus 12 10 40 by 18 equal to 64 plus 40 by 18 is 2.22 equal to 66.22. Q1 value is 66.22. So here I'll erase the sum. Continuation. Then Q3 equal to formula L plus 3n by 4 minus CF by F into C equal to, okay, first find the factor L 3n by 4 minus CF by F into C. Find the factor n 3n by 4. 3n by 4, the observation is 3 into 88 by 4. So 66th observation. 66th observation in which LCF 66 is lying, means it lies in 72. It will not lie in 60. It is Q3 class. Once you identified Q3 class from the table L equal to lower limit of the Q3 class is 76. Then C equal to 4. Then frequency F equal to 12. CF equal to previous class L 60. Then 3n by 4 already found 66. Substitute the values equal to, which is equal to L is 76 plus 66 minus CF 60 by F 12 into 4 equal to 76 plus 6 by 12 into 4 equal to 76. 24 by 12 is 2, 78. Therefore, so I'll complete QD. QD is Q3 minus Q1 by 2. Q3 is 78 minus 66.22. 60 11.78 by 2. 5.89 5.89 coefficient is Q3 minus Q1 by Q3 plus Q1. You substitute the values and you will get answer as your 78 minus 66.22 by 78 plus 66.22. Simplify, you will get the answer. The answer will be 0.0816. 0.0816 is there in the textbook. Just you check the calculation, use the calculator and check. So for computation of for the computation of quartile deviation for the continuous frequency distribution, class interval should be exclusive. If inclusive class intervals are given, they should be converted into exclusive. So convert into exclusive class interval. Here no, directly exclusive class intervals are given. So first table, then lower quartile, then upper quartile, Q3, upper quartile, Q3, it is upper quartile Q3, then substitution, you know how to calculate in, I also explained, but also you have learned in partition values, how to find quartiles for the given data, then so by using formula we'll get the values, substitute in the quartile deviation formula. Quartile deviation and coefficient is same for all the type of data. Just know your difference is so calculation of quartiles from the given data according to type of the data, type of the distribution. Okay, I'll explain another sum. So for a continuous frequency distribution, sum is given as, so page number 157, page 157, example 8, data given as variable and f, variable 20 to 29, 30 to 39, 40 to 49, 50 to 59, 60 to 69, 70 to 79. 79. Frequencies are 144, 182, 306, 96, 42, 34, 34. Solution. The given data is a continuous frequency distribution. Continuous frequency distribution. Continuous frequency distribution with inclusive class intervals. Inclusive class intervals. First, they should be converted into exclusive. Converted into exclusive type. You must and should convert into exclusive type. Exclusive type. So how to convert variable? Write as exclusive class interval. So exclusive class interval. Then F, CF. Exclusive class intervals are. So find the difference between the first class, second class lower limit and first class upper limit. Half of the difference 30 minus 29, 30 minus 29, 30 minus 29. So difference is 1, half of the difference is 0.5. Delete 0.5 from every lower limit and add 0.5 to every upper limit. You will get the class intervals as 19.5 to 29.5, 29.5 to 39.5, 39.5 to 39.5 to 49.5, 49.5 to 59.5, 59.5 to 69.5, 69.5 to 79.5. Write frequencies as it is: 144, 182, 306, 96, 42, 34. Find total. Find total. Total is n. N equal to n equal to total n equal to value 804. So 804. So 144. Then next value 326. 326, 632, 728, 770, 804. 804. So now come to the calculation of partition values lower quartile. Lower quartile Q1. So Q1 equal to L plus N by 4 minus CF by F into C equal to, for calculate N by 4, N by 4 equal to 804 by 4 is 201. 201th observation. 201th observation lies in, it is Q1 class. So then from the table, so L equal to, from the table, L equal to 29.5, then C equal to 10, then F equal to 182, then CF is 144. Substitute all the values in the formula. L is 29.5 plus N by 4. N by 4 is 201 minus 144 by 182 into 10. By simplification, 29.5 plus 201 minus 144, 67 into 10 by 182 equal to 29.5 plus 3.1319 equal to 32.6319. Answer will be Q1 is, it is Q1 value. Then similarly Q3 equal to L plus 3n by 4 minus CF by F into C into C. So equal to L plus L is, so what, first find the factor. 3n by 4 is 3 into 804 by 4 equal to 3 into 804 by 4 is 603. 603. Third observation, 603, third observation lies in 632. Lies in 632, 603. Total is 804. So it will be this will be Q2 class. Then from the table, L is lower limit. I'll write directly 39.5 plus 603 minus CF previous class 326 by F 306 into 10. By simplification 39.5 plus, by simplification you will get the value as 7.986. 7.986. Final answer is 47.486. 47.486. Then quartile deviation QD equal to, quartile deviation is QD is Q3 minus Q1 by 2. By simplification you will get the answer. Already you know how to find the value, so you substitute the values and simplify. Answer will be, by substitution, 7.4271. Then coefficient is, by substitution you check the answer, 0.1854. 0.1854. So two answers I have written. So if inclusive class intervals are given, they should be converted into exclusive class intervals. That is very, very important. Then now I have explained previous question. Now substitute the values Q1 and Q3 in the formula and simplify, you'll get the answer. So page number also I have written. You check the, so order, no, because here board is not sufficient, so I have completed calculations like this. You see the textbook also for learning purpose. I'll continue in the next class.